How do you do, and welcome back, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day, a mighty fine day as some might say. We're playing some Cruciball 7, an extra refresh, or improved catalyst. We're definitely not going to grab grabby hand for anything, I have to say. Does not excite me in any way. Fresh bandana, having an additional, I think we're going to have an additional refresh. I think that's just more long-term focused. Then the improved catalyst is good. Don't get me wrong, it is a very good relic, but having an extra refresh is just, I think, better. Ultimately better. Arguably better. Objectively better, maybe? No, it's not objectively better because there are better cases for one over the other. I don't know if I should throw you. It works. Refreshes, Warb Hammer. See, you want to know what makes Warb Hammer stand out versus Bold Orb? Why would I pick a Bold Orb over Warb Hammer in any way, shape, or form? Because a Warb Hammer does overflow, it's dense. A Bold Orb does overflow now, and it's dense, and it's large, so it gets stuck. And I think it doesn't do as much damage as a Warb Hammer. But I'm gonna go Bob Orb. So ultimately, that doesn't matter. I think I'm gonna go this right side. Yeah, I think because then I kind of opens me up to possibly fighting this elite here. I guess I'm going left side, and we're gonna fight, go down and take this free relic. Fun fact, if you guys didn't know, this is the route I'm going to take. Oh, we actually triggered a bomb with a level 1 Bob Orb. Or at least created a bomb with a level 1 Bob Orb. Doesn't look like we're gonna trigger a bomb though. Don't hit the refresh. Good. Good work. Let's go ahead and hit this. Saves me from some little damage. Saves me from just a hair bit. That will take care of this. Let's upgrade my Bob Orb so now it is practical to use. Oh, perfect. Clean. But I know last time I kind of bombarded you guys with a little bit of reminiscing on my previous gaming lifestyles and gaming systems and gaming opinions. And I gave you the life story of my brother and I's first Xbox 360, the white version. It was like the first Xbox 360. And then it got the red ring of death. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen that video, it did get the red ring of death. My brother and I did everything in our power to try to keep it alive. Ultimately, something about kids not being efficient enough, or we probably didn't even apply the thermal paste correctly. So if I'll just give a quick recap, red ring of death back in the old Xbox 360, white Xbox 360 days, was essentially something wrong with the thermal paste that they used in the system. It would like wear down and then your system would start overheating or something like that, I think, if I remember correctly. And you would have to put new thermal paste in it and underneath some part of the system. I don't remember exactly where, to be honest. But my brother and I took apart our Xbox 360 and we tried to do that multiple times. I think we might be better off just going ahead and trying to fight the elite instead of possibly losing health from a fight. My brother took apart our Xbox. We tried to doctor it up and get it back up and running because we had to get back on the Halo 3 grind, if you know what I mean. And so we took it apart, ultimately fixed it temporarily, and then it finally gave up on us, pooped itself back out, was not happy with us, and we ended up getting the Xbox Slim. Xbox 360 Slim, the black version, the one that they say fixed the red ring of death issue. And so, which, spoilers, we did not get the red ring of death with it, so no need to worry about that. Our dreams weren't crushed twice in a row, but it did have a very interesting take to it. Interesting indeed. So when we were kids, my dad initially played video games with us. He would play like Mario Kart, and he loved this ATV game that we played on the, what system was it? I think it was the 360. I mean, not 360. We played it on the, GameCube. It was an ATV off-road game on the GameCube. He would play it with me for hours on end. He would come home from work and say, first thing he would say is, put in ATV, put in ATV. So I would run in there, put in ATV for like the first month of doing it, for probably the first 3 months, because it's time that I get to spend solely with my father. And we're playing a game, sitting there racing, and it was entertaining. And in that game, you can like kick each other off the bikes. You're fighting against, racing against NPCs and whatnot. So it was actually a very fun time. And the problem is my dad gets fixated on a game and wants to be so good at it, and he'll just keep playing, and we kind of got burnt out on ATV a little bit, but I continued to play it with him because it was time that I can spend with my dad and get going. But that was kind of the backstory for my dad's relationship with games. And then as we got older, he kind of took the opinion of games are a waste of time. You're wasting your time playing your games. You're wasting your life away. And so there was one evening, my cousin was over. We were kids still at this time, and we're playing like a hide and seek zombies game that were not like on a video game. We're playing it in person, hide and seek, in the house. And so I think I hid in the laundry. No, it was in the coat closet, in the hallway coat closet. And shoot, how am I gonna get in here? Perfect. All right, so I hid in the hallway coat closet. My cousin found me in there. He opened up the door and grabbed me and started dragging me out. But he opened the door so hard, it flung the door open, and there was a door stop up on the upper part of the door. Outer part of the door, I guess, is the best way to say it. And the door stop went through the door. And so there's a big old hole in the door. And my brother, he's the oldest out of all of us. He knew how bad that was. And first thing he did was call my parents, because my parents weren't home. They were at a charity event of some sort. And he called them. They came home, and looking back on it, we definitely made poor decisions here. This was definitely a poor decision on our part. But we started playing the Xbox. We started playing Skyrim while we were waiting. Didn't think much of it. I don't know, my cousin and I don't know what we were thinking. It was kind of, why would we go and start playing games after we know we're about to get in trouble? Shouldn't we try to be like good kids during this time? Yes, the answer is yes, we should have tried being good kids at this time. But instead, we thought it was a good time to start playing old Skyrim. And so my dad got home. He was furious as soon as he saw this hole, because he built this house, and it was kind of like, the house was new at this time, and he built this house. We helped him build it, and so he had so much pride into the house, and we just destroyed one of the doors. And doors, if you've ever built a house or know anything about homes, are expensive, and at that time they were expensive. And we just put a hole straight through one of his doors. Not straight through, it was only through that first layer. It was a hollow door, So there's solid core doors and hollow core doors. And hollow core doors are interior doors, solid core are usually exterior, so it keeps in the keeps out the, either if it's hot outside it'll keep out the heat, if it's cold outside it'll keep out the cold and whatnot, but better insulated. But this one was a hollow core, so we busted through essentially that first layer of the core, like that first layer to get to the hollow point part of it. And my dad runs straight into my brother's room because that's where the Xbox was. It was in my brother's room, and it was his copy of Skyrim. And he runs in there, just grabs a hold of the game system, rips it out of the wall, and then goes out to the backyard and just chucks it. Chucks it into the fence, and this bad boy was what do I have? We can do the Matryoshka, I think. Matryoshka shell, or whatever it is. Matryoshka shell. But this system, the plastic on it was all bowed out, cracked, just destroyed. And my brother's copy of Skyrim was still in it. And we didn't. My brother went out and grabbed the game later that night, or the system out of the backyard later that night whenever my dad was asleep. And he brought it in and tried cleaned it up a little bit, fixed it up a little bit, and it ran perfectly fine. And so this is kind of where it's like they don't make them like they used to, because I feel like if I chucked, so I only have an Xbox One, I think. I play a PC, everything is PC now for me, but I had an Xbox One, but I feel like if I threw this Xbox One out into the yard, this thing's not going to be turning back on, I don't think. I think it's going to be shot, and it was fun while it lasted. I think we beat this. I don't know if this Matryoshka shell was a great choice or not. I think we did just fine. We only lost 11 health. So the Xbox turned right back on, could play just fine, like nothing even happened to it. So that was the crazy part. And so we gave it a few weeks, and then ultimately everything went back to normal. My dad calmed down and everything. And do I want the special relic? I want the special relic. I think it's a good decision here. And so the only casualty of that whole excursion or experience was my brother's copy of Skyrim. And so ultimately it was my brother's favorite game. He played that thing constantly played that Skyrim. And so he ultimately went back and got himself a new copy. I think I even bought my own Xbox and got me a copy, or I bought my brother an Xbox and I used the one that got thrown outside. It's one of those two things happened. I don't remember who has it. I think it still exists. I think it's at my brother's house in his closet or something. I don't know. Working still, so it's still holding strong for what it is, which is very impressive. Let's go ahead and, yeah, Swoltorb would be nice, but I think I'm gonna heal. I don't want to fight an elite in our current state. We kind of need more relics to get a little better off here. Deal full damage to enemies with resistance. So there was a comment said that mirrors had resistances. I did not realize that's what the numbers above its head was. I just thought it was like a multiply of how much it would ricochet or something. I had no idea what to think of it. And so thank you so much for clarifying that. Oh no, I don't know how we're gonna beat you. We're gonna beat you with a couple awesome relics we have here. Refreshes the boards, not a bad relic. We do have bob orbs, so we can actually produce bombs. Pumpkin pie is not going to be bad. I think it's better to go this way, and maybe we'll get something from that question mark. Tactical treat, so refreshes move. We do have an extra refresh. Not a good elite to fight, if I were to be completely honest with you. Actually quite rough of an elite to fight. I don't have enough bombs. We'll get rid of the shield at least. Thank you. Good refresh and good pumpkin buy hit there. This is good. Bravo to this. Simply remarkable work. Boom. I think I threw you on the wrong side, but maybe you'll do enough. I was hoping you'd do more bomb damage. I kind of wanted to skip you, honestly, and see if we can get the bob orb back, because we kind of need the bob orb. So depending on where refreshes are, hopefully we don't start with bob orb. Maybe it would be fine since we still have so many refreshes there. Yeah, we'll start with bob orb. Yes, Bob. Nope, you need to get back on that side. You need to get back on that side, Bob. Bobathan, back on that side. The special relic was a very good choice. Good amount of healing getting done there. We're definitely going to be lacking damage-wise. It looks like most of our damage is coming from bombas. 150. I think you can complete 150 here with how much bombs we have. Previously thrown bombs, refreshing would probably be ideal here. Actually, refreshing punch I think is going to be a little better for us. Place an orb on the altar to duplicate it. We'll duplicate my Bobathan. Having 2 bob orbs here is actually going to be pretty good with the refreshing bombs are kind of a must-have, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We didn't lose that much health, right? We didn't lose that much, right? We'll heal back up, right? Oh, we healed back up this time for the most part. Decent bomb hits. Hit the refresh of some sort. Nice refresh hit. Big refresh hit. Good bomb hit. Nice bomb. Nice refresh. Good refresh hit. We are doing actually not too shabby here. Having that crit there. Oh, yes. Now hit a refresh somehow. Yeah, you hit me. Oh no, we didn't hit the refresh. You hit that one. Nice bomb hits. We're out of bombs now, but we have a bob orb here. Little Bobathan should be able to create a few more bombs here. 2 bombs to back it up. The refresh not up in the center anymore, by the way. We actually didn't trigger any bombs there. Not chill. We did trigger 2 bombs. 2 bombs will do the trick. 600 damage is necessary. I'd hate to skip, but kind of need to hit. 1 bomb was hit. skip you, chuck you down. Good, refresh hit. Did you hit a bomb? Yes, you did. Thank you. All right, Bob. Good work. Fall down. Oh, if you fell down the pumpkin pie route. Okay, this is good. This is good. Perfect. Not bad. Not a bad shout. I'll probably skip you. I might do kinetic meteorite. I know curse mask sounds good, but most of our damage is coming from bombs. And it's the new guy, eh? The new guy. So this is deflective, right? Boom. And then, or is that resistance? So that means resistance, not deflective. So I do have it misrepresented. Yes, it is resistance. There goes Bob Orb, just doing what Bob Orbs do. Well, almost did enough. Upgrade an orb. Let's just upgrade this dag orb, I guess. Don't take damage, please. Thank you. If we had enhanced gunpowder, I think I would fall in love with this build a little better than I have thus far, which, I mean, I don't dislike this build, but I feel like the build could be better than it is, if that makes sense. I think I'm gonna toss the Bob Orb out there again. Yeah, I think I am enjoying the fact that we picked up kinetic meteorite, because with hitting no refreshes, or not hitting too often of refreshes, we're keeping up the damage. Maybe you might be worth it. Any third wheel? Just for refresh purposes? Perplexes? I think there's one thing that I wanted to, I don't know if I talked about it. Honestly, I probably did talk about it. I was gonna talk about the new Warzone, because I did come from more of a first-person shooter background. It's kind of most of the games that I played, and I think I mentioned that before in a prior video, but I kind of was curious on the Warzone 2 atmosphere, and honestly, I'm not too impressed with that bad boy. Some people are saying, oh, it's gonna be so good. I don't think it's gonna be that great. I think the looting system's gonna be garbage, and it doesn't, I don't know. I'm not a heavy first-person shooter anymore, like player anymore. I do fancy myself a game or two of first-person shooters, or playing with some friends with it, but I don't really play it day in, day out like a lot of the people that might be saying it's going to be so good. Or maybe they're paid to say that, which is quite probably more likely than not. But I'll be curious on what your opinions are with it, if you guys play first-person shooters. Have you noticed that almost every time I play this anymore, I get this specific fight? I'm pretty sure I get this fight almost every single time now. And it's kind of annoying if you ask me. Because nothing about this fight is fun. But that is just my opinion. Pop off, Bobby. Pop off. Oh, that's something. It is something, Bob. Well, we're not losing too much health. This isn't too shabby of a run so far, I would have to say. Easy crit? No. But check this out. Boom. No, you're supposed to fall in the pumpkin pie. Ah, well, you actually stayed up. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Now you're actually doing some real damage. I don't know if I'm comfortable fighting an elite, if I were to be completely honest with you. Yeah, this build doesn't seem bad. Oh, we have the special relic and we have popping corn. No wonder why we're not having healing issues. Well, we might here if we don't do... Oh, yeah, we did plenty of damage. Oh, I could highlight over it. Next time, try to remind me. I'm not streaming or anything, but try to remind me to highlight over it so I can actually read what it says. Perfecto. I don't lose health, so might as well keep just chucking it out there and see what falls of it or comes of it. Not bad, Popathan. I don't think I need more orbs for any reason. Maybe we try you. Maybe. Kind of more excited about how this fight or this like little relics are gonna turn out, so I don't want to fight you yet because I want to see what the future holds. And if you steal away my future, which I have a feeling you would have had the possibility of stealing away my beautiful future in this universe we have going on here, I would have been so sad. Boom, 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 boom. Go ahead and heal. Yes, we do want to cut left. Good thing I cleared out the left side. That was all to plan. Little did you know, that was all part of my plan. All right, all you have to do is not hit too many red bombs here. I don't think we need them. Maybe we do need the red bombs hit because it was kind of scary how close that bad boy is. Oh, well, you hit 3 of them. So you did your part. Did healing? Did the refreshes heal them or hurt them? I probably didn't even do anything. Oh, I saw. Never mind, it's you triggering them. All right. 1 basic bomb and a red bomb. That's all you have to do is hit one basic bomb and a red bomb. 1 basic bomb and a red bomb. There's your basic bomb. There's your red bomb. Perfect. Nosferatu does 0-0, not worth it. 0-3, not worth it. Stone 0-1, probably not worth it either. Maybe we have what it takes. You think? Bad cheese, we don't really reload too often, so bad cheese probably is a bad choice. Gain +1 for every crit on the board. We only have 1 crit, so it doesn't really matter there. That's only a benefit. Fighting another red bomb base to fight. When I say Rob, red bomb base fight, it's whenever these guys are like upcoming and it's a bunch of red bombs on the map. That's whenever I said red bombs. And the reason I hate red bombs is because they do damage to myself, which is absolutely disgusting if you guys aren't aware. And it can completely ruin a run. Granted, I don't foresee this ruining our run because we have so much healing going on. Passive healing from our relics, which is actually pretty big. That was beautiful. What we need is that one orb, the new orb that came out that looks like an eyeball. You know what I'm talking about? The one that looks like an eyeball? Maybe you do, maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, you hit the refresh. Bombs refreshing is kind of a relic we need. What? You didn't die? Whatever's in front of my face? We hit so many bombs, though. We hit so many bombs. Ah, well, that ended it. So that's not in there. Also refresh the board. I think that we just don't need the extra damage necessarily. We need... Okay, duplicate bob orb. Oh, yes! 3 bob orbs on the board, boys. Now, refreshing bombs. Previously thrown bombs, refresh. Previously thrown bombs, refresh. Speak it into existence. Speak it into existence. And... dang. Well, that's okay. We don't need that anyway. Chunky boy here is gonna go down, baby. I just know it. Bombs do less damage to you than I'm aware. That I am aware of. But don't worry, split. Come on, Bobby. Come on, Bobby. Step up. Step up the game here. Make something big happen. That's kind of why I don't like pumpkin pie for the most part. Is because usually you're going straight up and down. Imagine if bombs healed him. That would be gross. It'd be nice if we got rid of all these squares here. Nice work. All right, Bob. Bob the Builder, go on out. Release the dragons. I did watch the latest episode. I don't know if I talked about this either. I don't think I did. I watched the latest episode of House of the Dragon. I think that's episode, what episode are we on? 4? Episode 4 this week. Weekity whack. And, it was a little better. I guess it ended a little bit more interesting than most, previous episodes. So there's something to look forward to for all you all that's avoiding to watch it because you have held on to your Game of Thrones dignity. I am quite fiercely losing my faith on beating this boy, this madman here, as we are not healing as much as we used to be healing, and we are taking significantly more damage than we used to be taking. Oh shoot, we just can't beat little Chunky Boy. We can't beat little Chunky Boy. What do we need? Matryoshka in the last episode did not work. Bob build, well, it wasn't like a good Bob build, it was just a Bob orb build. Didn't work with pretty decent healing going on. just if we refreshed our bombs, I think that would have been better, because all these empty pegs would have been filled with bombs. And so it would be consistently bombs after bombs after bombs, and all those bombs triggering, maybe giving us a little bit more health, because it would trigger these, which would give us more health, trigger these, give me more health, keep me alive a little bit. But it is what it is. Muse Circle grants all orbs plus X plus 0 for him. So why didn't he ever hit a crit? Is the real question. Let him hit a crit and do no damage to me. But thank you for tuning in. Please, if you liked the video, like the video, leave a like down below or a comment down below if you want to expand on some of the conversations we had. I hope I had pretty good conversations in this. I kind of go, my mind kind of just rambles on and my mouth works. So thank you for being the latest victims of listening to me ramble on, and I hope it was enjoyable. I know it might not be sometimes, but I hope this one fills the boots a little bit, as they say. And please consider subscribing, as we are quickly approaching all of our goals, and the growth of the channel has just been astounding, and I can't thank you all enough. And the community that we're building is just heartwarming, quite heartwarming. So thank you so much, and I look forward to talking with you all later. Bye.